Hey. I want to take this moment and welcome you guys to another moment of key moments. Hopefully, the last video had blessed you and you were encouraged by it. We're going to get into the video on today. I want to read a familiar passage to some, maybe new to many, in the book of Psalms 41. Psalms 41, I'll read it and you can go through it a little later. It says, "Blessed are those who have regard for the weak. The Lord delivers them in a time of trouble. The Lord protects and preserves them. They are counted among the blessed in the land. He does not give them over to the desires of their foes. The Lord sustains them on their sickbed and restores them from the bed of illness. I said, have mercy on me, Lord. Heal me, for I have sinned against you. My enemies say of me in malice, when will he die and his name perish? When one of them comes to see me, he speaks falsely while his heart gathers slander. Then he goes out and spreads it around. All of my enemies whisper together against me. They imagine the worst for me, saying, a vile disease has afflicted him. He will never get up from that place where he lies. Even my close friend, someone I trusted, one who shared my bread, has turned against me. But may you have mercy on me, Lord. Raise me up that I may repay them. I know that you are pleased with me, for my enemy does not triumph over me. Because of my integrity, you uphold me, and you set me in your presence forever. Praise be the Lord, the God of Israel, from everlasting to everlasting. Amen. Amen. That's a really good passage. I want to talk to y'all today, the danger of parasites. The danger of parasites. I'm a guy where most people that know me, I like to watch nature documentaries. I like to watch like the 72 most dangerous animals. Like they kind of do a countdown and they show like they'll do like a tiger versus a snake or a shark, and they'll put them in these categories and they'll tell you like what was the most dangerous, and they rate them from like 1 through 72. What's one being the most dangerous, maybe due to poison or the pain they can inflict, and 72 being the most like least dangerous. They're still dangerous, but they can affect you as much. And I remember watching this one particular episode where they were talking about, they had like a mosquito, they had some snakes, they had even like a piranha, and they were like going against each other. And so I was looking at how, like, when you think of snakes, you know, you look at some of the snake charmers where they be playing the little flute, or as some would know, old schoolers, it's called a recorder. You kind of got it in school, you had to pay like $5 for it or something like that. It's called a recorder. But anyway, if you're familiar with the snake charmers, they play this music and they kind of like it's supposed to hypnotize the snake or keep it moving or keep it in control. Even though you see that, it's still dangerous because that snake at any moment can strike and bite. And so I'm reminded of, like, you know, sometimes in our life we have snakes in our lives that we may not know that's a snake. How do you know if it's a snake? I'll give you some clues. Snakes are very slick. They're very slick. They hide and wait for ambush. They do give off warning signs. So if you do have a snake in your life, there is a warning sign. You just have not been paying attention. There's warning signs. They may be talking about you behind your back. They may be only around you just to get game, only with you when you're up. I've learned this as well, that the way that you can find out if there's a snake in your grass is you have to cut your grass low. You got to cut your grass low, meaning you got to cut your crowd down so you can dissect to see which ones are snakes and which ones are not. And I've noticed that, like, the lawn looks so much better when you cut it down. So some of you may need to cut your lawn down so you can see the snakes. And the crazy thing is that it may be some snakes right in your front yard. You just don't know because you haven't cut the fat. You haven't cut your grass. You haven't done inventory. You haven't checked your crew. Some friends are friends. Some friends are associates. And some friends you just talk and say, hey. Once again, there's some people you're going to just say hey to. There's some people that are just going to be associates or acquaintances. And then there's going to be real friends. Cut your grass low. On another show, they were talking about these little creatures, and usually find these like in waters and like the Amazon and like remote areas. They're called leeches. Leeches, and some leeches can be used for medical purposes and all that good stuff. But there's some leeches or some things that try to attach themselves to you, and leeches, what they do is they attach themselves to you and they start sucking blood from you. They're sucking blood from you. They're sitting there attached to you, trying to suck blood out of you. Leeches, they attach to you, and if you're not careful, if you don't get them off of you, and there's a lot of them on you, they can suck you dry. They try to drain you. You have to check your life for your leeches. Folks that drain you, things that are draining you, people that are draining you. You have to check inventory to see who is this, these people always around you. Do they drain you? Do they bring a negativity? Like, you're a positive person and you got this positive vibe going. You're living life. You're enjoying life. You're loving God, loving your job, loving your career. You're loving the way that your life is going. But then you got these, oh, woe, it's me, Eeyores from Winnie the Pooh. Everything is always bad. It's sunny outside. Oh, it's not sunny enough. It's 70 degrees outside. Oh, it's not 71. Oh, I had macaroni and cheese and it was great. Oh, it wasn't the macaroni and cheese I made. They always got the whoa, it's me syndrome. They're always attaching to you, trying to bring you down. You have to be careful with folks that are jealous of your level. Some folks are jealous of your level because they're comfortable on their level. So they don't want to see you level up because they're comfortable where they are. They're content where they are. But you have to be mindful to allow yourself to attach to like-minded people, people that are going and doing what you are doing. If you are trying to accomplish a business and get it started, attach to business owners. If you're trying to improve your golf game, attach to people that are better than you in the golf game. They will push you and make you get better. If you're trying to get a better attitude or closer relationship with God, attach to people that have a positive attitude and that is getting closer to God. You have to be careful of the leeches. Leeches will drain you. They will attach to you and drain you. Another episode. This little person is small. And you won't think that they can do a lot of damage, but they can. They are really dangerous. The mosquito. Yeah, the mosquito. The thing about mosquitoes is you can see them sometime in the daylight. But most of the time they come when it's like dusk, when the sun's going down. And they like to hang around like water. That's where they lay their eggs, is around water. I'm going somewhere with the water, but just stay with me. They like to come out when it's kind of like dark so you can't see them. So they're invisible. They're really thin. They really are fast. And in the dark, you can't see them. They sneak up on you and bite you. And the mosquitoes, they like to suck your blood. They like to suck your blood. And so the thing about a mosquito is they sucked on somebody else before they got to you. So like mosquitoes are carriers of blood from other things. You have to be careful who you allow in your life that likes to gossip, because they like to carry news from someone else, and then they come to you and attach it to you. And you're doing well, and then they talking about their drama or somebody else's drama. They ain't got nothing to do with you, and you're like all sucked into it, and you're like trying to take sides. Like, oh yeah, girl, you right. Oh, dude, you right, man. It ain't got nothing to do with you. And they're sitting there bringing their burdens and their sorrows, making your sunshiny day cloudy. You're like, wait a minute. I was just feeling so good. I am blessed. And here you come, the bearer of bad news. And no. Not saying that you can't be there for people that are going through and you're allowing them to express their stuff to you. I'm talking about gossip. Gossip is dangerous. Mosquitoes like to gossip. They like to go and suck on this person and then come back and go suck on this person. You think you got real friends. As soon as you're not there, or as soon as your back is turned, they're talking about you. They're only your friend in your face. I call them face friends. That's a new word, just made up. Face friends. They only your friend in your face. But as soon as you're gone, Soon as you leave, they fly into the next little section. Man, you hear what so-and-so did? You hear about so-and-so marriage? You hear about so-and-so's lost their job? You hear about so-and-so broke? Bro, they ain't got nothing to do with you. You supposed to be their friend. Why are you flying and going to talk to people? This is for free. Mosquitoes like to go hang out with your enemy. Yeah. So-called friends will go talk about you to the people that you don't like and don't like you. You gotta be careful to pick out. I told you they like to do it in the dark. That means they do it when you're not around. They sneak up and do it when you're not around. And the crazy thing about mosquitoes too is that when they're sucking on other people, they carry diseases. You ever notice that when you're attached to someone and you take on some of their characteristics, the old saying, birds of a feather flock together? It was a commercial that you hang with losers, you'll end up being a loser. They carry diseases. So meaning that if you got a person in your circle that's always negative, don't be shocked and surprised like you feel that negativity coming on you. Or you got a person in your life that's just cool being on level 1 and you're on level 9, they trying to bring you down to level 1 because they cool on level 1. Be careful about the mosquitoes in your life. There's a creature that I don't like, and a lot of you might relate to this. He likes to come in your house, and he likes to hang around like sweet things, like pop and sugary things, sometimes alcoholic things. Not an alcoholic drinker, but I know they like to hang around things like that. They're called gnats. They're irritating, very irritating. They just appear, come in your drain, and all that, and they're attracted to sweet things. Be careful with the friends that are only friends with you on your high times. When you're high, when you're fly, when you got everything together, they're only there. Or you can get them into something that they can't normally get into. Watch out for the gnats. Watch out for the gnats. They appear when things are so sweet. Soon as things go straight to hell, or as soon as you have a hard time, they go and you can't find them. You can't find them. They gone. They were only with you when things were good. A real friend sticks with you when things are even bad. When they might not even agree with what's going on that is bad. A real friend would say, hey man, I don't really understand everything that's going on in your life, and I really don't get what's going on in your life, but just know I got you. I got your back. I got you. I got your back. Not a yes friend, not a always agreeing with you friend, but a friend that says like, bro, I just don't understand, but I got you. Like, I'm with you, man. I got you, man. Like, we're going to go on this journey together. Like, you can depend on me to pray for you. You can depend on me to speak life into you. You can depend on me when you don't feel like doing it. Like, I'll bring you something to eat. You can depend on me to pick you up, to encourage you. You got to watch out for the gnats, man. The gnats show up when things are only sweet, when things are only good. When things are only going well, when they're just always sunshine. There are your gnats. Here they come. Like I told you, they don't necessarily come through the front door. They come through the drain system. They come through the drain system. I meant to mention this thing about water on the mosquitoes. I'm going back. Thank you for that reminder. The water, mosquitoes like to lay eggs near water, so they hang around water. You know, as believers, like, it's a such thing, we carry the living water. Like living water, meaning some people are going to be jealous about your gifts, going to be jealous about the power that is in your life. You have to be careful not to share your dreams or share your ideas with everybody. Because there's mosquitoes hanging around your water, trying to see how they can knock you off, trying to see how they can get to you and steal some water. Or lay some eggs on you, eggs of doubt, eggs of fear, eggs of gossip, eggs of jealousy and envy. Be careful about the mosquitoes around your water. Protect your water. Last but least, this creature, not so much dangerous, just kind of weird looking. I really don't understand their purpose, but I know one thing, they're attracted to light. That's moths. Moths are attracted to light. Do you ever notice at nighttime, like when your porch light is on, or if you got a night light on, or even a bug zapper, like moths are attracted to the light. There are going to be some people that your light needs to shine, and they're going to be attracted to your light, which means it sets you up to be a witness. Now, there's going to be some people that are going to be attracted to your light that are going to try to dim your light. There's going to be some people attracted to your light for good reasons and good purposes, and there's going to be some people attracted to your light for bad reasons and bad purposes. But the cool thing is that you got to let your light shine. Your light is not shining to bring attention to you. Your light is shining to bring attention to God. Your light shows the power of God working in your life. In spite of what you're going through, in spite of what you're dealing with, people can still sense the Holy Spirit in your life. And this world that we're living in is in shambles, it's in fear, it's in doubt, it's in uncertainty. And people are wondering, is there any hope in the world? Is there any hope? Is there any reason to hope? Is there any reason to believe? Like even believing in God. Like people are doubting, believing in God. Their faith is being wavered during this time of pandemic. Like some people have been furloughed, laid off. Some people haven't had a job in like years. And some people, marriages are crumbling. Some people, relationships are crumbling. Some people, children and the dad and mom relationships are crumbling. People are looking for hope. And the greatest hope you can give someone is that they see your light shining in the midst of darkness. Like they can see your light shining. And it might be some other lights that are out, but they know like, if I can get close to him, if I can get close to her, I can find my way back home. Make sure you keep your light on, because someone may be in the midst of darkness trying to find their way back home. And what I mean by finding their way back home is finding their way back to a relationship with God. Because I'm understanding through this tough season in life and transition in life that the only thing that's going to sustain you and get you through is your relationship with God. It's your faith with God. Like your faith has to be your fuel to get you through your fears. You know what I mean? You have to use faith over doubt. You have to use faith over your fears. You have to use faith in the times of like you feeling fearful. Like use your faith. Like let your memory be a best friend to your faith. Like if God has brought you through this thing before, or he's brought you through a hurricane before, he's brought you through a tornado before, I believe he has the power to do it again. Like when I last checked, he's able to do exceedingly abundantly above all we can ask or think. So I would advise you the dangers of parasites. Be careful. Check your crew. Check the way that you move. Check the way that you do business. Just be careful the dangers of parasites and to be able to tell the difference between the snakes, the leeches, the mosquitoes, the gnats. And make sure you let your light shine, because there may be a moth out there trying to find their way home. I hope this video blessed you, man. I hope you were excited to tune in again for another key moment. Make sure you like and subscribe and share this video, man. If this video has been a blessing to you, like and subscribe and share this video, man. I appreciate your support. I'm trying to get better at dropping 1 to 2 videos per week. I heard that's the thing you need to do. But I thank you guys. Keep praying for your boy. And thank you for tuning in for another moment of Key Moments. Talk to you later. God bless. Peace and blessings.